Hey guys, today we're going to continue our discussion of percent of a number, only we're going to apply it to some really real world situations like tax, tip, markups, markdowns like discounts, percent off. Now, I used to work at Bed Bath & Beyond as a second job because, quite frankly, teaching doesn't pay a whole lot. And so while I worked there and I really enjoyed my job there, they're very famous for their coupon. They have this 20% off coupon. They have this $5 off coupon. And so people were always coming in and applying those coupons. And and it was really interesting because you really knew who understood the concept really well about coupons and the cost and the discounts. Because every once in a while I would make a mistake at the register and people would catch it. They'd be like, I know that this whole total should be about $65, but you're saying it's 75, so something's not right. And 9 times out of 10, they were right. There was something that wasn't right. I forgot to scan a certain coupon, or I scanned something twice. So that was really interesting. Or you might have somebody that doesn't have any concept of markups, markdowns, coupons, or even tax. For example, if you buy something for $9.99 here in the state of Texas, it will cost you $10.81. And every once in a while, you have someone, usually a younger person come in and they would have a $10 bill and they'd want to buy something for $9.99. And you're like, you don't have enough money because there's tax and you have to pay for the tax, and tax is always added to the price. So you need $10.81 to purchase this. So these are just some certain just real life scenarios. There'd be times too that I would go into Bed Bath Beyond quite often with my coupons and my discounts and my everything. Or Kohl's, I'm famous for going in there with my coupons and my discounts and my Kohl's cash, and I always kind of know what it's going to charge me. And if I get charged something different, I'm very aware of it. So it's good to have a sense of tax, a sense of discounts or markups, and also for tips. Teenagers are notorious for going into restaurants and ordering food and not tipping the waiter. So it's good to have an idea of tips. Again, I used to do youth ministry for a good 20 years. I did youth ministry. So there are a lot of times I'd bring a group of students into a restaurant, and I used to tell the kids they would need, if I told them that they would need to bring $10 to the restaurant, I'd always say you have to have $2 for a tip. So you have to have $12. So whatever it was that they were spending, I always said you have to have $2 more than what you're going to spend because you have to give a tip. And a lot of the kids had no idea about that or no concept of it. So these are good things to learn. So we can know what the tax is, we can know what the tip is, we can know what a markup or a discount is by doing what we've been doing for the past couple days, setting up a proportion and solving it. Of course, all of this is way easier with a calculator, and eventually you'll get to just use a calculator on it, but it is important to understand the process of it and what's going on. So let's go for it. It says here that sales tax, which, by the way, while I'm writing this down, you should have your notes in front of you. You should have either this printed out, or you have the packet, or you are writing it in your spiral. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you just can't just listen to the videos. You need to be writing something down. So please do that. Sales tax is a percentage of your total purchase that is sent to the government. So when you buy something for $9.99 and it costs you $10.81, that's because the government gets 82 cents for you making that purchase. So that is called sales tax. A tip is a percentage of your bill at a restaurant that is given to your server, your waiter, your waitress. So it's added to your bill. A markup. A markup is a percentage of an item that is marked up on an item. Now, you typically don't see the markup when you buy something for $10, the store didn't buy it for $10. They probably bought it for $5 or maybe even $3, and they marked it up before they sold it so that they can make a profit off of it. And then a discount is a percentage of an item that is marked down. So that would be your typical clear, like percent off or a coupon or something like that. That would be a discount. So let's figure out what these discounts are, because in these situations, you're going to be asked, what is the tax? And then what is the total? Or what is the discount? And what is the total? So there's always going to be two answers. And we always want to be very aware which one. We're going to answer both the questions, but on a test or something, it might ask you for one or the other. So you have to be mindful of what you're reading and what you're answering. So the first one says that Cindy went out to dinner with her 4 friends. The bill was $50. If Cindy and her friends wanted to leave a 20% tip, how much should she leave for the waitress? Now, what do you think? Do you think the tip is the part or the whole? It's always going to be the part. And in these questions, they're always going to give us the percent. So the percent always goes over 100. So because of what we've done for 2 days, this might be pretty easy. So then the $50 is the whole, and we are looking for the part. Now let's apply some things we know. If you look at the 20 over 100, we can actually make these numbers a lot smaller. If you have a fraction, they both end in 0, we can cross out those zeros. And now I have 2 over 10. Those are smaller numbers to multiply with. Okay. Cross multiply divide. 10 times x is 10x. 2 times 50 is 100. Divide both sides by 10. X equals 10 because 100 divided by 10 is 10. So a 20% tip is $10. Okay, but that's not my total bill. To find my total bill, I take the original bill and I add the tip. And now I have the total bill, which is $60. Let's go to the next one. Colton went shopping for Xbox games. He found the game he wanted, but it was $45. The lady that worked at the store said the game was on sale for 30% off. How much is the discount? And what is the sale price of the game? So again, 2 questions. So I'm always going to set up my proportion. I always have the 100 down below. There's a percent. I will put it at the top. The 45 is not the discount. The 45 is the original whole price. So I'm going to put a 45 down here. I am looking for the discount, which again, the discount is the part. So I can do cool things. Once again, the 30 and the 100 end in a 0, so I can just knock them off. 10 times x is 10x. 3 times 45 is $135. And you could always do the work off to the side. Divide both sides by 10. And I know that the answer to that is going to be 13. Well, let me just write it. 13.5, which is going to be $13.50. That's my discount. But it is not what I'm going to pay at the register. The original cost was $45. And as we mentioned in the notes above, a discount will be subtracted. So we need to subtract it. So it's important that you know when to add and when to subtract. So 0 minus 0, I'm going to borrow. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. The total price for Colton will be $31.50. So far, tax, tip, I added, a discount, I subtracted. Number 3, a shop owner gets his shoes for $30 from the manufacturer. If he wants to mark up the shoes 40%, the shoes were 30, how much will you sell for the shoes? Now again, the markup is your part. I'm always going to set them all up the same, 100 down below, the percent goes over 100. The 30 is the whole. I'm looking for the part. I've been looking for the part on all of these so far. I'm going to cheat a little bit and take the zeros off. It makes this a lot easier. 10 times x is 10x. 4 times 3 is 12. And I'm going to add a 0. That's just a cool trick. But you can just go ahead and work it out the way you're used to working it out. Divide by 10. Divide by 10. X is going to be, again, watch this. I can do this also on this division problem. I can knock out the zeros, and I have 12 divided by 1, which is 12. That was easy. So my markup is $12. That is not my price. It is my markup. I will add the markup to my price to know what my new price is. So it used to be 30. I'm going to add the 12, and I have a total of 42. So the total price after the markup is 42. Let's do the last one, number 4. Sarah went to Target and spent $80. The sales tax rate is 8%. How much sales tax does she have to pay? What is her total purchase? Okay, again, we're going to start them all off the same. I put the 100 in the corner, and I put the percent over 100. The 80 is my total, and I'm looking for the tax. The tax is the part. So it's going to be the numerator. There's no cool, super cool tricks to do. I will work one kind of cool trick out for you if you don't know this already. But again, the 100 times the x is 100x. Do you know what 8 times 8 is? 8 times 8 is 64. And I can just add the 0. So 8 times 80 is 640. Cool trick. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 100. And on this side, I'm left with x. Now these two zeros I can knock off. 64 divided by 10, I could work it out, but it comes out to 6.4. So my sales tax is $6.40. Now, do I add tax or do I take tax away? That's correct. I add it. So I'm going to add it to my $80. And you notice I went ahead and added a decimal and 2 zeros. 0, 4, 6, 8. My total cost is $86.40. And it should be more than the cost of the item because I'm going to have to add tax. That's it. Good luck. Feel free to go back to this video if you need more help, but hopefully you wrote everything down. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.